How the heck are y'all? My name's Fastidious and welcome to my channel. It is day 15 in our free-to-play series. This is a very, very good episode, I'm gonna tell you right now. So it's a standard, we finished week 2, so I do a week in review. We've been a little stuck in a lot of places. Our progress is not nearly as accelerated as it was when we started the account, as you might expect. So I go over all of that. But at the end, we've got 20 summons. I was planning on maybe doing more if we didn't get something great, but we got something great. I don't want to tease you too hard, but we struck gold in a really huge way. I honestly couldn't believe it. Yeah, nothing more to say. Let's hop right in.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
All right, guys, day 15. Let's get right into it. So even though I guess technically it's the start of our third week, I am going to do like a week in review just to catch us up on all our progress. Also, it's Sunday, so it feels like a natural end of the normal week. But then we will cap it off with some great summons. I did 100 summons in the last video, so for anyone who missed it, go check that out. But we also have 22 summons here, and then if we need, we'll do another 10 pulls. So we can do up to 32 summons, which I feel pretty good about. I was considering saving and waiting for like the next 2x, but honestly, as I'm going to explain as we do in the check-in, I think for the first time on this account, I feel like not totally stuck, but our progress has kind of just like screeched to a halt. You know, we're definitely at that point. I don't know if it's the end of the early game or the early into the early mid game or something, but the progress is glacial the past couple hours or since last night. So I'm going to just very, very quickly run you through exactly where we are at, but that also definitely factors into why I want to summon. I don't really want to wait another weekend because I'll just lead with this now. The big goal of the account now, the vision I have, and that's probably how I'm going to title this video. So hopefully you guys are on board with this. So we've been 100% free to play. There have been accusations in the comments. I promise you, I've not spent a penny. The only thing I've spent is a ton of my time. I don't feel discouraged if you're not progressing at the rate I am. I had very, very serious knee surgery and have barely left the apartment the past month and a half. And then since I've been making content and stuff, I'm just grinding hours a day. And when I'm not fully committed to playing, I'm like autoing things on my phone, like doing runs and raids while I watch Survivor. Okay, so I've had no life. That's why I've really made, I hope, fast progress. Anyway, we are content creators now, and I do put out a lot of content, which, thank you guys so much, has been getting quite good interaction and views. So I'm lined up for a lot of compensation in in-game resources and diamonds, right? However, I've decided I will not accept any of them, 0%. I will say 100% authentically free to play until the end of our objective, which I have decided will be getting Volca. So I'm kind of comparing this, if you think of a game like Raid, where you have the Arbiter missions, and a lot of people would say like a speed run to get Arbiter or something like this, that's like one natural ending of the game. Or when I did my Raid free-to-play series, I ended it when we got Lydia, so when we beat the Faction Wars, so like the second really, really big champion to get. That's how we're gonna treat this. And I think it will allow us to stay completely authentically, no arguments about it, free to play, continue the series, but then continue the series after that point, where there's like a natural end, and then people can go back, whether they start the game in 1 month, 2 months, 6 months from now, hopefully if the game is going strong, and say, okay, this is if I grind my butt off, or these are the steps I can follow to get Volca free to play, and gives you a sense of how to do it and how I progress through it. But then we can continue, and I'll title it a no spend account. So instead of saying like free to play day 15, it will say like no spend day 40 or something like this. And then there'll be a very clear, well-worded, I hope, disclaimer at the top of the descriptions of all the videos saying like, while I do not spend and I technically am playing for free, this is not free to play content because I am being compensated with in-game resources, right? With in-game coins or diamonds, as you say. So that's what I've decided. I think the diamonds will help us a lot, you know, progress, hopefully maybe stay a bit competitive in arena or something, but also just be able to try out tons of stuff without having to constantly obsessively min-max. And it's not like we're going to be like a Kraken or something. We're not going to be getting hundreds of thousands of diamonds, but I think anything technically would tarnish the 100% free-to-play title. So I just want to make that distinction. So my goal, I would love to get Volca by day 30. We'll see if that's possible. I've heard of people doing it in like 33 days. Someone mentioned on Twitch they did that. It seems like we're close, but for sure the challenges are getting harder. But yeah, I think that's a very fun, nice goal. And then from that point, then I will begin to accept from the content creator program whatever diamonds I've earned from the content which I put out. So as you can see here, let's just use this to transition. We can start talking about arena, and then we'll go into campaign, and then we'll finish off with the raids. And of course, at the end, we'll do summons, and hopefully we get something lovely. So arena, this might look like a really easy one, but we actually have made good progress in arena and finally reached platinum. But now these fights are very hard for me. I did just do a refresh because this is my second time recording the video, and some of these look winnable. I'm by my own set of scruples. I will never fight a Virna because it never works. Something like this is very scary with 3 really, really good legendaries. But, you know, maybe we could take on this Raiden team, even though they got a Lord. I think certainly we can beat this Ragnar 87 team, and then maybe we can beat this first team. But it's not as simple as it was a couple days ago when we were in, like, Gold 2. Yeah, and I will say, if you guys want to see arena content, like playthroughs or guides or tips, I'm very happy to do that. You guys might have seen my rant. I was very bad at the AoE one. This is another reason I want to pull champions. I don't want to wait around and like having to keep investing in Osiren or something like this, or build up Voltus more, because we need to start pulling. We reach a point in these games, like these specifically, I'm noticing this kind of game where you need all these specific roles filled, that we just still have big holes in our roster. Like, we don't have a proper, well-built AoE mage, and it's really hurting us, which I'll talk about in a second. But I've been very successful on anti-air, single target, and sustained damage, which we're on now. So pretty happy with the progress there. Let's just very quickly go through. Like I said, this is my second time doing this, so I don't want to take forever. We cleared normal campaign. I think it was either day 6 or day 7, so I was very happy with that. Made a lot of progress through hard, and then now for a really long time, very long time, we've been stuck on hard 7-15. I made some really good attempts at it today. However, we don't really have, I could maybe 6-star Brienne, but I would prefer not doing that at this point. She's really for aerial units, but you reach a point where I can get, like, there's 57 units you have to kill here, I believe. Let's double check that. Let's just start the fight. We're gonna have to watch that stupid Ludwig cinematic. But you reach this point where I'm all done with everything, and then from these 2 portals here and these 2 portals here, you have the big kind of Cthulhu red face guys marching down, and then the boss, if he's still alive, which he is because we can't kill him, he summons all these tentacles that start slapping at you, and then I die. So 57, yeah. So I get to like the low 40s, and then that happens. So they come here. Our only really good marksman's Nyx, but we need her on an eye pointing this way to fight off the blobby monsters that come. I'm sorry if this is specific, but I put a lot of time into this today, honestly. So I think really what you need here is like a strong, ideally probably 6-star marksman pointing here, because Ludwig has light armor, and then you need to kill him before he can summon those really tall tentacles that slap at your team when the Cthulhu monsters, whatever they're called, where are they? These guys, the Baron Salems start charging down. But we're very close on this one, I will say, but I've been hard stuck there for a pretty long time. And then in Expert, I did beat Chapter 3 yesterday. I'm pretty confident if we can't beat Chapter 4, I haven't tried it yet, but the BP looks really similar. We'll definitely be able to make a good progress through it, but I'm not rushing to clear Expert. I just did Chapter 3 for the Hero's Path, for the Volca missions. Because, I mean, if we can't beat 7-15 of hard, we're going to get stuck somewhere right around here for Expert. There are goodies, but, I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're one-time rewards, so that's fine. Okay, let's get into the good stuff as I see it, the raids. We'll start with the very good stuff. This is where I've been successful. Marksmen and mages, we have cleared Extreme 1. We're stuck on Extreme 2, but that's fine. Endurance is the only stage where I've fully cleared on auto all 17 stages. The 15 stages plus Extreme 1 and 2. And the melee is the one place where I haven't even cleared Extreme 1 yet. This is another place where if anyone saw my melee attack guide, I did it with a lot of defenders. However, from Extreme 1 already, I'm noticing you really need fighters. You can't just kind of get through it with any melee kind of ground unit. You specifically do need fighters to put out proper damage, or you need a big damage dealing defender like Captain Reeve or something. So I'd say you need at least 4 good fighters or 4 good melee damage dealers to succeed there. We're not at that yet, but again, there's no rush. Yeah, so promotion we're fine on. Resource raid, experience raid we're great on. We farm it really fast. Gold raid we're really good at stage 6 now, but we're hard stuck there since we can't clear hard 715 and get to chapter 8 when we would unlock this. So we need to clear 8-4, hopefully in the next few days, because I do want to do a big gold farm. We used up like all of it today, leveling gear with the Forge event. Guild boss, put a screenshot up now. Finally, I got the reward number 2 for Nightmare 2. Very happy about it. You guys are looking at it now, but we pretty comfortably made it. And I think we'll take a little while till we get to reward 3, but for now, I'm really happy. And then Nightmare 1, we can like full auto one rune. It's fine. And I will quickly say for Nightmare 2, I always use an assist unit. He's not showing up now. I don't want to waste a refresh, but I have one of my friends, or a few of them have Salazar, and then one of them has a very strong Salazar. So don't be afraid to bring an assist unit. You're only going to have to do the fight once a day. I mean, even if you're doing, like, we do one fight manually, because like I said, the Nightmare 1's on full auto now, but it's fine. Like, for me, I think it's 4 minutes. Just do it, because it helps my damage a lot. He's like the best on our team, basically. So it's super, him and Daimos are doing like all the damage. Yeah, so I'm pretty content with the guild boss thing. We'll come to gear raid last. Faction trial I did on basic. I did stage 6 today, which wasn't that hard, but stage 7 is over 110,000 more, so I think there's no way we can do it. So I've just farmed stage 6, and then we're making all the factions going really slow, except for watchers, because they give you a lot of watcher units. So I did do this once just for the first time rewards, but I think until we need the purple might insignias, I'm very happy farming the level 2 blue might insignias. I think it's probably almost, if not at least as efficient, because then you don't have to pay the gold for the conversion costs, and who knows the difference in rates between 6 to 9, you know, what frequency those different quantities are dropping in here versus the 2 to 5. Very comfortable just sticking there whenever that comes every 3 or 4 days. Tide is tide. We're through 48 waves because, like I said, the day just turned over. So technically it's beginning of day 16 now. Very comfortable on that. I assume around like wave 90 or 100 from what people tell me. I'll probably start to have to, focus on the BP there. Artifact material, this really frustrates me. So we have, when the day turned over, also the tournament for this opened up, and I really like farming this because I like summoning the artifacts. So I was excited to do it, and I was like, hey, it's been a couple days, let me try 12. And like I do 11 super easily, and then 12 is like not even close. So big spikes in difficulty left and right here. Another great example, good transition into Gear Raid. Gear Raid 12 we beat like super comfortably, and I really want to get to Gear Raid 14. So like a lot of the building of units I've done and stuff has kind of been with getting to Gear Raid 14 in mind, because I want to unlock these really amazing sets. The Glacier set especially looks amazing. The Curse set, what else? The Night Terror set. Like these are really improved sets. But stage 13 with there's damage over time, like dot damage from the sandstorm effect the boss does. His earthquake hits so much harder. Like my Baron, who I think is like decently well built now, like can't stay up, and for sure my Vortex can't. And they're both like full promoted level 60. But you can see Baron has a huge HP pool and over 5k defense, and we're still struggling there. So I think we need for sure another defender. That needs to be either extremely well built or very well built and 6 stars. So another reason I want to summon, I would love to get mid on. I really think that would help in a major way. Little AoE heals, another HP based tanky healer. She does an increased defense kind of buff. But yeah, so we're stuck there. Gear Raid 3, we did improve. We beat stage 11, but stage 12 really hard. We're really hurting on marksman. Marksman and mages still, that's like the absolute weak point of the account. That's too bad. So hopefully we get something today. And then Gear Raid 1, you can see here I beat stage 13, but that was using a friend unit. I just used someone's Iona, who that wasn't even like that well built, and I pretty comfortably beat it. And I kind of did that to test my theory, like, am I doing everything right? I just don't have enough AoE units, and that's confirmed. So at the very least, I want to get here so we have like no mythic weapons and breastplates. Like I just have the 2 free pieces I got from one of the Heroes Path missions, and one of them didn't even roll well at all. So yeah, I would really love to farm here. Yeah, so I think that kind of catches you all up. I guess we could very quickly talk about Treasures in the Deep. I will have a guide coming out. This was like pulling teeth. I'm not joking. I tried at least 2 more hours today, probably closer to 3. I just like was in my bed watching Survivor, and trying. And finally I did get, with no assist units, full clear. So now it's on auto with power dominance on H4, which is really high BP. It's very hard. I'll put out a guide for it if people want, if anyone's struggling. But yeah. And yeah, guys, I've just like been obsessively playing the game. So I really want to keep making progress, and I think we need units to do it. In the redeem shop, I stuck to what I said. We really want Olog's Wall. We put that on our Baron now. And then I think personally, I'll see if we can save up enough for an Osiren copy. Otherwise, we'll just buy out the psychic powers. Cool. So, and the very final thing, we have Void Rift unlocked. I tried it. I got absolutely nothing done. It was really hard. I will try again on stream tonight. It's Sunday night when I'm recording this. I hope I can at least beat this guy. 246 does not seem high, but you need a lot of mages for that, and we've been struggling, so maybe we'll pull something great. And then interestingly enough, there's that Festive Frenzy event, and they said we completed it. They said I have 4,000 points. There's something glitchy because I've literally accomplished nothing. I haven't beat a single thing in the Void Seeker, because they say you clear stages to receive points in Void Rift. I didn't do that, but I very happily accepted the 3 summons and the 300 diamonds. Who cares about 5,000 gold? I hate rewards like that. It really feels like spitting in your face. Okay, now we're entirely caught up. Sorry if I seem a little antsy or rushed. Like I said, I hate... It's one thing to start a video over, but I fully finished the video and then my computer crashed. So hopefully we are rewarded with something nice. Yeah, I really think this is a special banner from everyone that has pulled these guys now, and I've heard about. Razok's amazing, Arrogance is amazing. Both of them would help us in like a really big way, especially because we're really hurting for marksman, and we got a marksman, and then Arrogance can really target aerial units with his like crazy special, jack of all trades skill set. All right, without further ado, let's do this. Nope. Okay. Iona, come on. Make my day. Or give me a lord. Something. Okay, well, there's our Osiren dupe. Geez Louise. And we're not even on the Reeve banner, right? Because he is 10x over here. I mean, I guess it's Awakening. Now maybe we don't have to spend our doubloons on getting him to Awaken 1. Not that his Awaken 1's that good. Pretty frustrating, though. Hopefully, yeah, we'll keep pulling. So this is gonna be at least another 20 pulls, so 10 and now another 10. We did 100 in the last video, so hopefully you guys saw that. Okay, this is it. I actually saw something that time. Come on, Arrogance, please. Come on, something special, please. Make my day. Make my day. Make my day. They made my day. Oh my God. This is why we pull, people. This is why we pull. Ooh, wow. Wow. My computer better not crash right now. Oh my God. I quickly just turned off and on the recording just so even if it crashes, this won't happen again. That's crazy. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm very okay. And so cool. Wow. Okay. Our luck's back, baby. Cash money. Okay, so if you guys were not enjoying the week in review, catch up on the account. I think we were rewarded with the best 10 pull I've ever had. Whew. We will not pull anymore. We'll just leave it at 20 there. That is so flippin' clutch. Oh, geez Louise. It's exactly what I wanted. I mean, I would have loved Razok, but come on. I'm super happy. That's great, man. That is great. Oof. Oh, yeah. And we unlocked something in the gallery. Just cherry on top. Cherry on top. Can you guys tell I'm excited? Let's go. Oh, and Arrogance's Nightmare canceled? Get out of town. Get out of town. This is too good. It's too good. I'm smiling. Okay, well, hopefully this guy comes through for us and we make a big push now. I'm very excited. What a fun way to end the video. What a fun way to end the week. Guys, I've been Fastidious. I really hope you're enjoying my content. For anyone that doesn't know, I read and personally respond to every single comment. So do not be afraid to say hi, to let me know about my streamer luck or my content creator luck. That's crazy. Anyway, that's the end of week 2. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.